What the heck is happening to the price of Bitcoin, XRP, the rest of the crypto market? There's a really simple explanation for this. I'm going to share that with you in the technicals as well as other breaking news in cryptocurrency. But as always, welcome back to the channel. I'm JR, your favorite crypto dad, and you know what to do. Give me a comment 777 down below if you're feeling bullish, if you're feeling blessed, you're ready to live your best life. Smash that like button, hit subscribe to affirm it, and let's run into it. Happy Monday. Nothing like waking up to a bunch of red alerts from your crypto apps to start the day off. We see BlackRock and Michael Saylor and hundreds of other companies buying Bitcoin, buying XRP in droves, XRP ETFs, and the prices just keep on going down. So what is this all about?
Who else is under an NDA? Okay, I think what we've got now is a stall. The big banks are trying to accumulate XRP, and not just BlackRock. That's not a bank. It's a disgustingly corrupt private equity firm. They're going to tell Ripple, help us out so we can get a boatload of XRP under $3. Mm-hmm. We don't want to buy it at 7 or 8 where it should be right now. Can you help us out to keep it under 3?
Most of it is just market cycle, and we're going to talk about that in the charts in a moment here. Again, none of this is financial advice, simply informational, educational, and some entertainment purposes only. But one of the biggest things that we've seen in the last 12 hours before the recording of this video was massive liquidations. Over $1 billion in longs were liquidated in just 1 hour. And that was around 4 or 5 o'clock a.m. Eastern time for those of you who weren't awake to see that big drop. Since then, we've moved up a little bit. We'll check that out in the charts in a moment here. As far as Bitcoin and the price is concerned, going to Altcoin Pro University, again, the link is down below for your free trial to start there, so you can have all of our leading industry experts in your pocket at the drop of a hat. We're looking at $112,800 is where we want to see it hold, right? That doesn't mean that we won't wick below that, right? 112,500, give or take, somewhere in there, and it's a very clear area of support on the Bitcoin chart, and there are some on the XRP chart as well. Green arrows for the signs of strength, reclaiming 114.5. Yellow is showing you the approach, wait and see before buy tactic. Again, right, not financial advice. This is not talking about entry and exit points, but this information is available to you guys daily at Altcoin Pro University at the link down below. The bigger elephant in the room that we should talk about is that there are still active gaps, CME gaps, on Bitcoin around $92,000 to $94,000 level. That does not mean that we will head down that low. It does mean that there's a gap there, and gaps do tend to get filled before major moves. Historically speaking, Bitcoin is following the same way that it always does every September during a bull run. September 2021, September 2018. It's the same thing over and over again. We see a pullback on Bitcoin and subsequently some of the altcoins after that before the next move up. We still have not broken above that mid-cycle top, that midline that you can see back on the 2018 chart, 2021. So we still have room to increase on Bitcoin. That is not a surprise to anybody watching this video. Obviously, with XRP and a lot of ETF news coming out in the month of October, we've got a lot of ETFs coming up for approval. You guys know the dates on those, October 18th through the 25th. We've got DC FinTech Week just before that. We know that Ripple will be there, and questioning what are these liquidity inflows going to bring the price of XRP to. Let's jump into the rest of the markets before we get into the charts. Looking at CoinMarketCap, and a quick refresh shows that we are at $3.89 trillion total market cap for the overall cryptocurrency market. That is definitely ticking down from the 4.07, 4.09 highs that we've seen in the last 3 to 4 days. Not necessarily a bad thing. We're expecting that pullback. What's less surprising is that the Fear and Greed Index moves into a 47, still in the neutral territory, but not as greedish feeling. CoinMarketCap 20, the CMC 20 index, is down at $247.82. Taking a big dip. It's been pretty flat, consolidating for the last few days, up and down 0.5%. We are down 3.4% in the last 24 hours. Again, that Fear and Greed Index coming in at a 47, and even the altcoin index pulling back a little bit to a 64. Altcoin market cap sitting at $1.64 trillion. Moving into the charts, again, not financial advice, simply informational, educational, entertainment purposes only. This is my technicals, not yours. I'm going to look at Bitcoin first and show I've pointed this out in yesterday's video when I talked about the CME gaps that could potentially be targeted. That's that very low $92,000 to $94,000 bar down there. For those of you watching the video, the orange bar. For those of you listening, I'm talking about $92,000 to $94,000. That's the gap. I don't know that we're going down there. I don't think that we have to go down there. We've got plenty of areas of support before that. The biggest area of support in question right now is 112,600, 112,800. We are sitting at $113,000 at the time of this recording. We have bounced off of that support. We have maintained support at about 112,400 is what I'm looking at. Now, what's below that if we should fail, if we should fall through that support? The next areas down would be in the somewhere in the 105 to 108 target. So for those of us that are looking to DCA into Bitcoin, into XRP, we're looking for these lower areas of support in question, right? Obviously, it doesn't really matter if you're just kind of looking at the really long game here and just accumulating over time. But hey, why not get as much as you can for as little as possible? And so right now, the point is that we're sitting at basically 113,000 and holding support fairly well. Moving into Ethereum, we have recaptured that 4,200 level. Again, this is heavy support, not terribly concerned. We could go down to as low as 4,000 before things start to get hairy. That would affect the rest of the altcoin market, the rest of the meme coin genre and everything else that's been built on Ethereum. As you understand, when Ethereum drops, when Solana drops, so do the projects that are on there, whatever. It's fine. It's not what we're really looking at right now. We're looking at September and finishing out this month, and then we're looking at October and where we go from there. Should we be following traditional 4-year cycle patterns? XRP, the one that you came here for, the one that's in question the most, still remains holding support outside of that symmetrical trine, that bull flag that we saw break out back on what was that? The 9th of September was when we broke out. We broke out, started consolidating sideways. This M pattern has broken down and it has bounced off of support. I'm still encouraged by this. I'm not questioning it. You know, dropping down to $2.77 or whatever the low was that we captured overnight. Great buy the dip for many people who grabbed it. Should we continue to move to the downside, we would have to lose support around $2.71, $2.66, I think is where we'd be losing support. 2.64 cents I've got right there. As you saw earlier, there is no doubt about it that there is manipulation in the price of XRP. Institutions want to get it lower. There's no reason that the price should be going down when there's volume and buys coming in, inflows coming in from ETFs. And again, it's September. It gets choppy. It gets hairy. But we take a deep breath. We look for that pullback in Bitcoin as we've seen now in the month of September. The rest of altcoins will follow shortly after that. And then we turn our eyes to October as we have seen traditionally in the past cycles. A lot of people having job changes in the last couple of years, and a lot of friends have come to me and said, hey, I got a 401k from my previous job. I got to roll it over. I'm enjoying crypto a lot more than traditional stocks and mutual funds. What kind of products are out there for that? And again, not financial advice, but you need to listen to this right now.
Do you love crypto, but are you worried about taxes shrinking your retirement nest egg? Here's the deal. Trading and selling crypto can trigger capital gains taxes, eating into your wealth. A crypto IRA fixes that. Per IRS publication 590B, traditional IRA gains like those from crypto aren't taxed until distributed. That's why we've partnered with iTrust Capital, a leading crypto IRA company in the USA, to sponsor today's video. And they offer institutional grade custody for retail clients that want to set up their crypto IRAs for retirement, leveraging top storage solutions like Fidelity, Wells Fargo, and Coinbase Prime to keep your assets secure. To get started, simply click the link in the description of this video, sign up for free, and fund your account with cash. They also offer 401k rollovers or crypto transfers, and you can trade 24/7 with just 1% transaction fees and no maintenance costs. As always, I'm not a CPA or financial advisor, so consult one for tax advice, and we do earn a commission if you sign up using our link below to fund your crypto IRA account, but that helps support value-based videos like this, and iTrust Capital already has over 200,000 crypto IRA accounts and over $14 billion in transactions, proving they're trusted by smart investors just like you. So click the link below, get started now by funding your account today, and let's create generational wealth together.
If you're still looking for a little bit more education, I'm going to encourage you to jump into the link down below to start your free trial for Altcoin Pro University. This is where you're going to get, bar none, some of the best education that's in the industry. And obviously, it's a 14-day free trial, so it's going to allow you to blaze through a lot of these classes on your own and really get your feet wet and get a good feel for it. But this is Altcoin Pro University, where you're going to have a community built into it. Obviously, you've seen some of the news that I've shared with you earlier in this video, but you're also going to see market updates. You're going to see altcoin picks, DeFi yield picks, airdrop picks, etc. And then obviously the classroom, as I just showed you. So if you got questions about technical analysis, crypto, tax, mastery, a lot of people have made a lot of money in crypto and don't know what to do with it, how to deal with the tax implications of that. And that is all at that link below. It's Altcoin Pro University. Free trial, but it's $97 a month to throw an expert in your pocket to be able to bring you guys this content. But that is what I've got for you guys in this video. As always, if you gain some value from this, please share it with somebody else so that they can learn as well. Also, give us a like, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Be blessed.